came back out here, because I was a surfer, thought it'd be a fun place to live for a couple of years, knocked on doors, got a job for an oyster company, and fell in love with the environmental connection of shellfish farming. It's so much about place and having healthy bays and paying attention to what the environment provides for you that I decided to get into this business. And this place reminded me a lot of where I grew up. It's an hour and a half from San Francisco, but it's rural and just a wonderful place to be able to make a living. We're going to be taking a boat ride out in Tomales Bay here this morning. It's Tomales Bay behind us here, and we're going to go out to a little area where it all started. Most of what we do is we grow oysters intertidally, so between the tides. And so this is a low tide this morning, and so we're going to get out of the boat and walk around and see some of the growing techniques we use for growing our oysters. The crew's going to be doing a little bit of work out there, and they're going to be pulling a small harvest and bringing it back in here to sort and process and put in our tanks. I'm excited because this gets me out of the office. I don't get to do this near as much as I used to, and it's something I really love, and you can tell, especially on a day like this when it's as beautiful as it is. We first started, because this is where we're going, it was so close, we wanted a name that we thought people would remember. And they're like, oh, that's a horrible name. People think about pigs and dirt and stuff, and now we've got the trademark on it. It's one of the best known oyster names. But the story we heard is that a ship got wrecked there and with some livestock on it, and some pigs got loose for a day or a week or a year, depending on the story. And settlers would use islands as ways to corral pigs. They would just drop them off there, and you'd be able to go back and, get them when they needed them, so. In the beginning, there were no restaurants that we owned. For many years, we sold our oysters primarily in the Bay Area, but nationwide and even to some international markets. And we wanted to make sure that people knew it was us. And so when we did that, we asked that people put them on the menu as Hog Island. Next thing we know, we have a food writer asking, what about these oysters? And then it really helped build the brand. Over the years, as we started doing the restaurants, we realized that the brand was more than just our oysters and this farm here. And then we realized we had the ability to also dictate where we were sourcing our seafood from, because we always liked having fish specials. So we're buying directly off of fishermen, whether it was crab or local halibut or California sea bass. And so the brand, in my mind, has evolved into this seafood brand, if you will, and it really is a Bay Area brand still. I mean, we have reach and people know who we are around the country, and we do sell oysters into other markets, but it's about seafood from the Bay Area. That's what Hog Island is.